Hello everyone and welcome back to Java Forever course. Currently we are learning data structures, and in previous class we learned about arrays, which is one of the data structure. In today's class we are going to learn about hash maps, which is another type of data structure. Now before we start into hash map, it is important to understand why do we really need hash map? Can we not manage with arrays? In arrays, one thing you may have noticed that when you write in array, let's say we declare list of marks. When you say marks equal to, and we declared value, I'm not declaring properly. I can say that. I say int marks equal to, and we say 10, 11, 13, 9, 12. Right? The list of marks. By looking at the value, you cannot say if this is age or if this is marks, right? Then this can be by looking at this data. If I remove the variable name and let's say I say X, now it's much harder to know that whether these individual numbers are age or age of the kids or the marks of the students. The data is not descriptive. You cannot describe the data by looking at it. Now Java provides a better way to create and provides a different data structure called hash map, in which not only you store the value, you also define the data, what the data is all about. Take an example here. Suppose we want to store 5 or 4 values, 4 strings in an array called family. Now, when we say family equal to, and we say John, Maria, George, and Helen, we do not know who is dad, who is mom. But by giving a meaningful label to each data, like John is a father, Maria is mother, George is son, and Helen is daughter. By giving this meaningful label to each data element, we can say that looking at the data, we can now very quickly and easily identify that John is a father. This is what hash map actually does it. It is a key value pair in which key is label and value is the that actual data, John. By using this key value pair, you define a hash map, and it becomes very powerful and useful tool now that you can define a meaningful data, and you can use it in different places. Let's take a quick look at some of those examples. First of all, we want to understand how to define a hash map. There are 2 different ways you can create this data structure. The first one is again hash map, which is a name of the class or name of the type. And you say hash map, and then you also say what is the type of key you are going to store and what is the value, what is the data value you want to store. For example, you say each of my key is going to be a string and the value is also going to be a string. So you say hash map string comma string, but the key is this time you are using a angular bracket. You are saying a string comma string. That means my key is going to be a string and value is going to be a string, and this is my hash map. Equal to, and then you want to give some variable name. Let's say variable name is X. So when I say hash map, angular bracket, string comma string, I'm saying this hash map key is a string and value is also going to be a string. Name of the variable X equal to, and then you say new and hash map. This is how you always create an object of a class. So hash map is a class, and then use this angular bracket, and in the parenthesis you say map of, and then you can have up to 10 data elements inside. As you can see, I'm saying first name John, last name Marks, age 12, and so on. Now, as I said, the map of is suppose 10 key value pair. That means you can have 10 pairs of data with the label and data 10. Now there is a simpler or simplified version of this supported by Java 2, in which you don't use the word map of. And actually, that is a relatively older way of doing it. The newer way of doing it is you straightforward or simply use hash map, the data type of your label and data type of the data itself, hash map some variable name equal to new hash map. But pay attention to this, pair of angular brackets here. You say hash map, my key is going to be string, my data is going to be string, variable name pupil equal to new hash map key, and then parenthesis. Anytime, in Java you create, and I'm going to talk about it more in the object-oriented programming unit. Anytime you use a type, a class, you want to use a parenthesis. For example, suppose I declare a class called tree. In order to create a new tree, you want to say tree t equal to new tree and parenthesis. This is how you always declare and create a variable t of type tree in Java. Same thing we are using it here. Hash map string comma string people equal to new hash map. You just remember the syntax and use it. Now, in order to add values to hash map, this will give you an empty hash map. In order to add values in the hash map, you are going to say the variable name dot put. The put method with first value as the label and second value as the data itself. So first name is John, last name is Marks, age is 12, roll number 28, and so on. Now, one thing you will notice here is I said string, and that's why everything is in the double quotes. Even the value 12, I'm putting in the double quotes because I said that each data is going to be a string. Okay. Now, that's pretty much it in this class. One very important thing, in the hash map, all the keys has to be unique. The reason it has to be unique because that is how Java identifies that particular value. Remember, it's a label, it's a room number. You cannot have two room numbers in a hotel, the same value. So the value can be duplicate. I can say first name and last name, both are John. Or say age can be 12 and roll number can be also 12. That's possible. The data can be duplicate, but the roll number is the key. It has to be unique in this hash map. You can't have two values, two keys people that put, and I can't say roll number, small roll number, and then comma, I can say 68. I cannot do this because this key is already added here in this code. So Java is going to throw an error saying you need to have a unique label for each data. That is the important part. Each data should have a unique label. You cannot have duplicate types. That's all in today's class. Again, go ahead and do the practice. I hope you understand this concept. If you not, go ahead and write a message. I may go ahead and create another video, but this should be sufficient for you to start on hash map and its uses. Thank you everyone. See you guys again in the next class.
Thanks for watching. Do subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos.